Hi, I'm Dylan Marody.
And I'm Connor Lenhart.
We're from the Hooch Skateshop, and you're watching Good Company with Bowling.
Hey guys, my name's Scott Bowling, and I'm with the creators of Good Company Skate Decks. I'm just kidding. Hooch.
Yep, the Hooch Skateshop and
Dylan.
Skateboard Company.
Skateboard Company. And your son?
Yes, sir.
What's your son's name?
Connor.
Connor, man. You
Yes,
told me
sir.
that 3 seconds before we started. Dude, thank you guys for being here, man. This is amazing.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us. And this place is beautiful.
Holy crap, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you guys are awesome. I remember we had, I saw Deftones Chi skate deck for the first time. And I have it over here, but we'll show it later. But how did you guys, first of all, I got so many questions for you. The first time I found out about you guys was the Chi Cheng from Deftones.
Yep, the Buckle Up for Chi decks.
Buckle Up for Chi.
Yeah.
I love those guys. I love that crew.
Absolutely.
I love the whole team. And we always take photos and hold photos of Chi. And I've had Chi's brother on the show. How did you guys get into that, man? It's amazing.
So I'm a 90s kid. You know, grew up listening to Deftones. Obviously, a huge fan. After we opened up the skate shop, we decided to start working with some different charities and stuff like that. And reached out to a couple charities that I thought might be interested. We actually got rejected a few times. I got put on orders for my reserve unit. And I was down in Virginia Beach, and I drove down there from Pittsburgh, and on the way down, I'm just listening to Deftones, like almost every album you can imagine.
Yeah.
8-hour drive. So, and then it hit me. I remembered when she was in the coma and they had One Love for Chi set up.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize that One Love kind of, I'm not sure if that turned into Buckle Up for Chi or if it was two separate things.
You're right. Maybe start One Love and Buckle. Yeah, good point. Yeah.
But I'm like, I remembered One Love, and I'm like, I'll reach out to those guys and see if we can do a deck for them and raise money for the family or their cause. Found out about Buckle Up. Came up with a mock-up design. A couple mock-up designs. Sent some emails, and surprisingly, they were the first charity to respond back, and they were so supportive. And
Yeah, man.
yeah.
How did you, when you come up with these designs, how do you have a manufacturer? Who's building these boards for you?
So
Let's show, look, this right here. This board is pretty impressive, man. When you, when I first saw you, is this your mock-up, design?
yeah,
That's awesome.
That's one of them. We did 3 different mock-ups. That was the best one that we did so far. Which hopefully, I'd like to maybe do a different design every year.
Really?
I would like to. I still have to talk to Buckle Up for Chi about that.
Who does this artwork? Is it you?
The artwork's designed by me.
Wow, that's cool, man.
The decks, the actual wood, is a company we get our blank decks through called Skate Shred. And they actually help us apply the graphics and everything, since they're also our supplier.
Yeah. Give them the order. What made you want to do this, man? What made you want to I want to make skate decks?
Well, so in 2020, I came off active duty from the Navy.
It's cool. Amazing.
Working a couple of different jobs, and the veteran community is amazing. They're doing a lot of different things. And I picked up on I see veteran-owned coffee companies, clothing companies, all these different companies. So I came up with this concept of making a modern-day military surplus store. Most surplus stores where I live are Vietnam era type stuff.
Yeah.
So that's where the Hooch started.
Yeah.
The name Hooch is actually a military term.
I was gonna ask that.
Yeah.
What is this?
So in the Navy, a Hooch is basically like a temporary barracks. I was in Airedale when I was active duty, so if we would fly to Travis Air Force Base, for example, they would have a place for aviators to stay at. It was basically a frat house for aviators, and we called it the Hooch. So I'm like, yeah, it's perfect, it's basically a party house. Found out like the history behind that term later on. But so we started the Hooch, reached out to, 30 Seconds Out, who actually designed this shirt.
Oh, cool.
Sean Evan Angelista. He's a prior Navy SEAL, started a clothing line, 30 Seconds Out. They're amazing guys. Got a wholesale distribution link up with them, started selling their shirts. Joel Strothers, he wrote the book Appel. He's a Legionnaire for the French Foreign Legion.
Yeah.
Reached out to him after seeing him on Jocko podcast. Was not expecting him to even reply, because I'm like, this dude's, published author, and he's doing all these big things. Super humble guy. Sent me a bunch of copies of his book. Took the time, signed each one. Eventually, I ended up working with him to design.
Which one? Oh, I'm sorry. I got all these out of order. Here, do this. Is it this one?
Yep, it's this one. So, La Resistance.
La Resistance.
Yeah.
What movie is that from? La Resistance. I don't know. Maybe it's not from a movie. That's good.
But yeah, so he started a nonprofit, a 501 nonprofit to rebuild war memorials.
Okay.
So it's called Legion Engineered. So we did this deck for that cause.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, and this is all like, we kind of helped assemble it, but we took like the graphics and stuff from the cover of his book and everything, and that's how we came up with the idea for it.
So this is the very first one, like graphics you put together for a skate deck?
No, but this was our first. This was our first like collaboration with somebody else.
Yeah.
We had another one that me and my brother's girlfriend sat down. She had a bunch of tattooed flash that I really liked, and I'm like, we should put that on a skateboard. And we threw it on one, and it actually really took off. It's got
that was your original idea?
Yeah, that was the first Hooch skateboard. And then this came shortly after, and right after this was Buckle Up for Chi.
Did you used to skateboard back in the day? Like, where did this love of, we gotta put this on a skate deck?
Well, so I skated when I was a teenager, but for me, it's the love of the art. This is a medium for me to, get my artwork out there. I do like the skateboard, but I'm not very good at it.
Really? I'm not either, but I have like 800 skate decks in my house.
And that's it's like we were talking about vinyl. People collect vinyl even though
you don't listen to it.
They don't listen to it.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like I could design this skateboard or whatever, and people will have my artwork hung up in their living room, or whatever the case.
Yeah.
So plus we use it. We do a lot of community outreach.
And that's cool. Yeah.
And skateboarding is an amazing way for like young kids, young adults to really build confidence. We run a mentorship program out of the shop.
Oh, dude.
So
that's so awesome, man.
Yeah.
What made you have the courage to do that? You're like, I'm gonna start this foundation or.
My son, my youngest son, Chevy.
Yeah. Okay. Chevy. Yeah.
He's 7. He's at the hotel right now sleeping. No, he's one of those kids, he goes for everything. I always try to teach him, shoot your shot. So me and him have an agreement where if something is within the realm of plausible and he asks me to do it, I'll give it a shot. Even if I personally don't think it'll work, I'll still try. Turning into a skateboard company was his idea.
Was it?
Yeah, so summer break, we're still military surplus era.
Yeah.
I bought him skateboards because I didn't want him just playing video games all summer. We live in a college town. Yeah. He starts seeing other kids. And he tells me one day, he's like, Daddy, we should sell skateboards. And I'm like, all right, well, let me see if I can find a veteran-owned skateboard company. So I reached out. That's actually where this deck right here comes in. This is the first veteran-owned skateboard company I could find.
That's like front to back, dude.
Yeah.
Not too many people do that.
No.
Let's go.
And their tagline is cheap wood sucks. So Schlotty, Ryan from Schlotty is an amazing guy. I don't think he's missed a holiday yet. Every single holiday I get a message from him or a card. He's our first skateboard supplier. He's the only decks that we carry in the shop other than our own.
Okay.
So,
This your first guy though?
yeah, that's our first guy. Eventually there's a couple other companies like Thrash and Raid,
Yeah.
and Tragic Skate Company.
So you just had this idea. You're like, you're gonna start this company by yourself, and do you guys do this out of your house, or like, do you have a location?
So we started leasing a barber shop, and we took the sink out,
Okay.
and we painted the walls, and
This is so cool, man.
yeah, we turned it into a skate shop. But yeah.
What year is this? I mean, how long have you been doing?
Oh, this was April of last year.
Okay.
Is when we took out the lease.
April of last year, so
Yeah.
2021.
Yeah, that's when we were military surplus still.
Okay.
We were surplus until August 1st of last year. That's when we became a skate shop.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure the exact order, but I want to say November time frames when we finally did the Chi deck.
Oh,
And then-
dude.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
when.
man. Where is it?
Right
Oh,
there.
right there. Yes. That was amazing seeing that, dude.
Yeah,
Very limited run too. I remember when they posted that, they're like, "Get it now," and I bought it and it was sold out.
Yeah,
What were you guys expecting? Like, how many did you make in total?
I'm not sure the exact number. But it wasn't many because I wasn't expecting the response we got.
Really?
Yeah, really. Like, I'm like, nobody's gonna want, something that like I designed. I'm like, we might sell one or two of them.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah.
legendary, dude. Did
Yeah.
you build like 100 of them and they were sold?
Not even 100. Well, and another thing, like at that time, there's also a wood shortage. So like even whenever I went to do your decks, we had that wood shortage. That's why the first run took so long.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I thought I told you.
You probably did. Man,
Yeah.
why you call me out, man? You're like, I did. You just ignored that email.
But no,
Just
at that time there's a wood shortage. So like a couple of the other skateboard companies we wanted to work with couldn't even get us like a wholesale contract with them because they didn't have decks. They couldn't sell us decks cheap enough for it to be conducive for either business. So yeah, we did.
Well, you brought a bunch of them over here, so it's good now, right?
Yeah, it's good. And we are going to be doing more of the same buckle
Chi
for
one?
Chi decks.
Oh, you
Yeah.
are?
Yeah.
So you're gonna send it? That's cool.
Yeah, and that'll be posted all over Facebook. I'll probably message you, and there's about 15 people
I love
right
this.
now
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
that are.
And you had different like ideas drawn up, right? That'd be cool if like you add some of your other like. What were your other ideas for? Like
so
this is green. Do you have different like colors and stuff?
I thought about doing a yellow background
Yeah.
to kind of match with the vinyl.
Oh yeah, the spoken word vinyl.
Yeah. Did the same yellow, and I tried doing. It wasn't the exact face shot, but it was something very similar. It just didn't look right silhouetted. It kind of looked too cartoony. So I'm like, I don't want to do that. We had another one of him playing the guitar we used as a reference, where his hair's like almost going up over his head.
Yeah, the dreads. Yeah.
And I loved it, but the way it would fit on the board, you wouldn't be able to really tell what it was. And then we came up with this. But we're actually in the process of doing I'm hand burning a blank, and it's going to be the same design from his spoken word album.
Oh, cool.
So I'm going to hand wood burn that, and then we're going to try to auction it off to raise money for those guys.
Oh, that's killer.
So
Man.
yeah, it's going to be wood burned and then stained.
Dude, that's amazing, dude. Did you were you a Deftones fan back in the day, or like what kind of music did you and your son like? Or you, but
Korn and the Deftones.
Deftones.
The VHS, Who Then Now.
I have it framed over there.
I know, I've
man.
seen.
Yeah. What about your son, man? What kind of music you like, man?
I grew up on everything.
Really?
I mean, right now I'm in almost like a really big indie folk phase, like indie rock type of stuff.
Indie rock, yeah.
But I mean, most of the vinyls hanging up here, I've listened to these people.
Do you get
hundreds of
influenced by
times.
your dad, or like Is it lame, whatever he likes?
No, not at all, man. I mean, I look up to him.
Yeah.
He helped me out. This like with this shop, kind of brought me from a very low place to, somewhere where I'm finally kind of feeling like I fit in. That's what the shop does for a lot of kids. It's great for that.
Oh man, that's cool, man. So like it's kind of like local, like people hang out and stuff.
Oh yeah, I'll work and there will be days where we get very few customers, but I'll have like 20 people come in just to hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, I love how you guys hang up all your skate decks on the walls and stuff, man.
yeah.
I'm a part of that. You put the deck on the wall. Like,
Yours is not even just on the deck. It's because yours has the
we
horizontal
talked about this.
graphic. So yours is above all the other ones in the center.
Yeah, we use a different
dude,
wrap
I
too.
do that, man. This is like, by the way, this is like my proud achievement of having Brian Welch, Morgan Rose, and Rich Ward all together. And this guy right in the front, that's me. Originally, I was going to do the interview, and it'd be a part of the pick 3, and I was like, dude, I ain't ruining this. And I sent you the picture, and you did that. And had your logo. I got Morgan Rose to sign it. And what'd you think when I sent you this? Did anybody send you stuff like this? Like, hey, dude, here's my photo.
Yeah, we actually, on our Instagram, one of the local, I think they're semi-local, kids messaged us a picture of them holding up one of our decks.
That's
and they're
awesome.
like, hey, I just got this for my birthday. I'll send more pictures of me like riding it and stuff.
Is there like a limit? Like okay, I'll do this, but you gotta order this many, or can you do one-offs? Like,
We can, depending on the circumstances, one-offs can be a little bit more pricey, depending on what you want. So it's like, if you just want like a single vinyl design, just on a blank deck, one color, like basically if you took this, but everything that's green was just wood grained, we could do that in-house. We don't have to get that graphic press from nobody. So we can do that a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
Or if you want something wood burned, we can do that, and that eliminates a lot of the extra cost of suppliers, materials, stuff like that.
That's great.
So it just ends up being time. But stuff like Buckle Up for Chi and stuff, like I'm more than happy to do.
Dude.
Devote my time to stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
So-
like, if people were to, like, I was talking to you earlier, you brought a bunch over here, but just these regular skate decks for a good company, are they going to be on your website? We talked a little bit about this, but like, if somebody wants this skate deck, they can go on your site though?
Yeah, they
Hooch?
can go on the hooch.biz.
Biz, okay. I gotta tag this on there.
Yeah, I think right now, hopefully it'll be fixed by the time this airs, but right now we're having some issues with GoDaddy.
Yeah.
So if they can't access that, they can reach out Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Nice.
So they can DM us. We're very responsive. All messages and stuff go straight to my phone, and
Yeah.
I'll message you within the day.
You did, man. That's really cool,
So-
dude. Yeah, this is amazing, man. Like, this meant the world, man. I brought this backstage to Seven Dust. I had my buddy Ryan hand it to me, so I'm awkwardly walking around with the skate deck. You guys see Morgan? But it was amazing, man. So,
Whenever we first got those in, and you asked me to send you a picture of them before I shipped out your two.
Yes, yeah.
Where you posted that picture on your Instagram, almost immediately. I think it was within maybe an hour. Rich Ward
I love
messaged
Rich
us.
Ward.
Not even an hour.
Yeah,
Rich Ward's on the deck, man.
I know. Well,
yeah.
He reached out and he's like, possibly interested in us doing a deck for his band Guardians of the Jukebox.
No way.
Yeah, so
I love that networking, man. That's so cool, dude.
yeah, and then
You gonna do it?
Oh, absolutely.
Did he have an
you know.
idea? Like, he sent you, like, you don't tell me what he said, but like,
No, he had an idea. He wants us to do like an older cruiser style, with one of his logos. I think it was Kiefer Sutherland from the Lost Boys.
yeah, man. Yeah.
So hopefully he's I'm sure he's very busy, but hopefully he still wants to do it. We're all about it.
dude, that's amazing, man.
Yeah. So hopefully he's cool with me mentioning it on here. But We're also Jen Rogers reached out
Jen
to us.
Rogers is awesome.
She is. She's such such a
awesome.
sweetheart.
Super. Yes.
So she bought 5 of the decks, and then me and her just BSing back and forth, and she's asking about the business. It's been a rough year, so she reached out back in January to check on me. I was in a car wreck. Actually, maybe a month ago?
A month ago, you're in a car wreck?
No, back in January I was in a car wreck. A month ago, my son was in a car wreck.
Jeez, not you, but...
No, my youngest, the one that's at the hotel right now, he got hit by a car.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. Is he good?
Luckily, he bounced back pretty much immediately. He got a scar on the side of his head. He's a little self-conscious about. That's hence the tattoo. Other than that, I mean, physically, like, he's perfect, and mentally, it didn't faze him much. Like, after a couple of days, he was right back to being hyper and bouncing
How
off the
scary
walls.
is that, man? Having a kid involved in a car accident.
Well,
Something like...
it was so bizarre too, because right before that I became a volunteer firefighter, and that was the first call I responded to. So it was like super surreal. Like, my wife's blowing up my phone. As she's blowing up my phone, like, my pager's going off. I heard what happened. I ran out of my house. At the time we lived about a block away. So I run out, door wide open. I'm not dressed or anything. I just haul ass down to the shop. I get there, and then the firefighters, who had maybe a week prior to that, like, walked me through stuff and started training me. They start showing up, and life flighted him to the hospital. Jumped in my car, drove down to the hospital. By the time we got there, it's about an hour drive. By the time we got there, my son's... I'm preparing my wife the entire time. I'm like, look, like, he's okay, like, he's not in shock or anything, but he could be a little messed up. They might have tubes or whatever. You need to prepare yourself. We get there, his arms are behind his head, he's watching TV. We walk in, he's like, Dad, I got to go in a helicopter. And I'm like, yeah, you also got hit by a car. Like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? And they stitched up his head. He had some pretty bad road rash. They patched him up. And I think it was maybe a week later, he's back skateboarding and
Really?
carrying on. Yeah.
Getting hit by a car is gotta be the scariest thing ever, man.
Yeah.
Like, just walking or biker,
Yeah, well, he was, and that was one of the things in our town that the adults, kind of disappointed me, is a lot of the gouge, because, everybody was talking about, like, that it happened down at the skateboard hangout, and, he was actually playing tag, and he was on the sidewalk when he got hit. So it was a drunk, or not drunk, an impaired driver who was high on pills.
Was he arrested now? Yeah.
Yeah, he's in jail right now. So
We had a friend, Andy, man, that, God, man, he was leaving, I think he was leaving church, and got hit by a car, man. He was a close friend of me and Carl's, man, and unfortunately he did not. Impaired driver as well, yeah.
Blind driver.
Yeah, so, man, it's a miracle, man, that he's okay.
yeah, absolutely. So rough year, because back in January I totaled my car. I was on my way to hockey practice, and where we practice is about an hour away. Big snowstorm, I'm coming down this hill, hit a patch of ice. At the bottom of the hill's an intersection. So I'm like, all right, lost control. I could take a chance of going out in that intersection and, killing somebody else, or it's a telephone pole. So I'm like, I'm gonna steer in that telephone pole, because at least then the damage is just to me. You know what I mean? So I steer in the telephone.
Superhero stuff, man. Good Lord.
I steer into the telephone pole, and it is a steep hill. Apparently I went airborne. I closed my eyes, and I took a deep breath, and I'm like, this is it. Like, I accepted it. I hit the pole. My eyes open, and I'm like, holy cow, I'm alive. I couldn't believe it. Luckily, I was wearing my seatbelt, so posted pictures of the accident on the Buckle Up for Chi page
Yes,
as
man.
a reminder.
Yes. Buckle up, yeah.
And Jen reached out to me then, and checked on me, and she
that's so
reached out to
cool.
me, and she actually linked me up with Mikey from Islander.
Love Mikey.
So-
We've had Mikey on the show.
We're hoping to collab with him on a deck.
Dude,
So
yes.
for Skateboard Flowers. So
Skateboard Flowers featuring HR from Bad Brains.
yeah, featuring HR from Bad Brains.
Yes.
So
please check out Mikey and Islander. I love those guys.
yeah, they're
Mikey went on the show and helped me out tremendously, man. Just nothing but love, man.
oh, he seems like a super nice guy.
Yeah, genuine, great guy.
I felt bad for them. They were on tour here recently, up my way actually, and their van broke down. They had a picture posted with it like duct taped and stuff. And I'm like,
Man, they've had a string of bad lucks. They got kicked off of Van's Warped Tour because they dented the drum set that they were using. Oh, it's so funny, man.
Yeah.
I'm looking back now, but that's really cool, man.
yeah. So hopefully that'll be on the website here soon too.
What's this last? This your first one? La Resistance.
Our first charity deck.
Oh yes.
So
Talk about this one.
So whenever we were still a surplus store, Joel Strothers, a super nice guy. He's a Canadian that joined the French Foreign Legion. He wrote an autobiography about his time in the French Foreign Legion. I remember being out in Utah working for an organization called DISA. It's like some government contract work. I remember watching him on Jocko Willing's podcast.
Dude, I almost fell.
You all right?
Yeah. I'm good. I think so.
But I remember watching him and just thinking, like, this dude's, like, such a badass. You know, like, I ended up getting the book for Christmas that year. My wife bought it for me. And whenever we came up with the original idea for the Hooch, I reached out to him. I'm like, hey, we'd love to sell your book. So got us the books, and, you know, we did the deck, and he's such a nice, like, down-to-earth guy. Like, he'll hit me up and, you know, just to shoot the shit sometimes.
That's cool, man.
And I'm like, it's crazy because, like, those kind of guys like Jocko and like JP Donnell. Jocko is a commander for the Navy SEALs.
Yeah.
JP Donnell was actually a sniper, and Joel Strothers in the French Foreign Legion. Those kind of guys, like, I look up to on such a high scale. Like, to me, that's like my celebrity because I watch those guys on podcasts, I listen to them, I read their books. So getting that response, and JP also.
It's huge, man.
Yeah,
Hearing back from him.
Yeah, JP, I reached out to him, and I did an art project for college, and I made a reference to one of his quotes from when he was on a podcast, and he responded like that day. Just super cool dude. Whenever we opened the Hooch, we talked about doing some collaborative stuff with them. They have their own energy drink line, and they have their own books. So we talked about maybe eventually selling those in the shop as well.
That's cool.
So
Yeah.
hopefully I need to follow up on it. It's been a hectic year, but hopefully we get those in stock. If not, definitely check them out. Anybody for leadership business, look up Jocko Willing's podcast.
I'm gonna check it out, man. I gotta hear it. I love podcasts, so
Yeah.
definitely check it out. So you have Buckle Up for Chi. You definitely got to, man. You got another run of these going, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have. So the goal is to have these consistently, to have these a constant cycle coming in as they're going out.
And the Good Company one too, man.
Yep, good company as well.
Oh, perfect. And I also have a prop for you too. Sorry, I'm standing up. I'm gonna get in trouble for this. Look at this.
Yep, that's our team.
Yes, it's good, man.
Yeah, I love the story behind this picture too.
What's the story behind this picture?
So there's me and a few of my friends have a group chat. It's a bunch of skateboarders, and
I wasn't invited to that chat.
You weren't?
Yeah,
No, I'm still not in the group.
I'm sorry, but
sorry.
The person right next to or in between Dylan and I is my friend Austin, and he starts talking about how he really wants to go to the Kinzua Bridge in Pennsylvania. And so I was sitting in the shop and I looked at Dylan and I'm like, hey, we should go. Like, why not? So that same weekend we packed up, we drove like 4 hours out. It was super snowy out there and we did not anticipate that to the point where we couldn't get the car all the way to where we needed to be and ended up walking like a mile just.
So in your mind, it was like a 4-hour trip, but it was really Much longer.
Oh, it was like 12 years. But
we got stuck at the hotel.
Yeah.
Like, well, we stayed at an Airbnb, and we got stuck at the Airbnb. I drive an old Lincoln. It's rear-wheel drive, so I'm just spinning tires.
Yeah.
Because it's 4 hours away, but it's 4 hours just straight north.
Yeah.
So even though it was kind of nice in Pittsburgh,
Yeah.
yeah, where this is, it wasn't nice at all.
So
So
what happened, man?
But we became the first people, like the first recorded people to ever skate the Kinzua Bridge.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, we looked it up everywhere.
Do you have a YouTube channel? Did you film this
don't.
thing?
we do have a YouTube channel.
We do?
Oh, we do, man.
And
My
a
bad.
TikTok. We got a bunch of different clips, pictures.
Yeah.
Some of it's on our Instagram. It's probably the first recorded because there's signs everywhere that says, no skateboarding or bicycling. But
No, it said no biking.
No
Skating
biking.
was never mentioned.
Skating done rich.
Never.
But in any case, it happened.
All right, man. Look, last thing, your son, dude. You guys show your ukulele. What do we have, man?
So this is
Can you play Eruption?
I can't.
Dude.
And you know what? You're not even the first person to ask me that.
Really?
Yeah, it's
That's
a
cool.
hurtful question.
Look at this thing, man. So
Yeah, this is
build it up, man. Where'd you get this from?
a Guitar Center.
Oh, nice.
I don't know which one. I just got sad at work one day, and then Dylan brought it back because he knew it was on my wish list.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, man.
So what are you gonna play, man? We gotta hear something.
I have a song I've been working on. It's actually not even named yet, but it's kind of like it's about putting yourself through hell just to try and stay optimistic.
Cool, man.
Yeah. I gotta make sure I'm in key though, because that's terrifying.
No, you good.
Okay, so it's watch my house burn down from the inside. I'm glad to be alive. I'll do better this time. Baphomet, sorry to form my soul. I think I'm going cold. I'll tell you when I'm old. Do you think that I need the time to hold you? And do you think that I need... I'm sorry, I totally messed it up and I'm off key, so...
Hey, man, that was a good sample of what you got, man.
Horrible.
Dude, that was awesome, man.
Sounded good.
That was great.
I appreciate it.
Dude, that's so cool, man.
Thank you. Sorry, the nerves.
Spotlight's on you,
man.
yeah. Dude, that's awesome, man. Really
I
good.
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's so awesome. And man, thank you guys for coming down, and thank you for playing that song for us.
Yeah, of course, man.
You need to have. Do you have your own like Instagram and?
I mean,
Facebook, how
I
do
have an
people find
Instagram,
you?
but I don't really post music anywhere.
Yeah, we gotta
Yeah,
post that
but-
clip, man. Just like a little teaser. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll get to it one day.
that's cool,
It's
man.
scary, man.
Is it?
Yeah, absolutely. Kids
Well, you're
my
doing
age are
good.
mean about music.
Yeah, because everybody listens to hip hop, right?
Yeah, it's always got to be the same, like one or two variations of the same song. So
Yeah, but you get your own YouTube channel, man. Start posting that stuff. You'll be
Yeah.
good. That's
Especially
cool.
once you get tune up and running.
that's true. We're opening a music store soon. So
You guys are some like entrepreneurs, man.
yeah, man, we're getting right on.
like skate decks,
Yeah.
music stores.
It's actually going to be across the street from the Hooch.
Is it?
Yeah, so
That's awesome, dude.
yeah, it's going to be called Out of Tune Music. He's actually going to run it. I'm going to teach him everything I know about running a business, and
Nice.
he's going to be taking over, so that's going to be coming here soon.
And then you can retire and come chill.
Yeah, then I can retire and,
Yeah.
move in, down here. You got plenty of space.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
promise I won't take
Like-
up too much.
Oh,
I'll clean
there
up
you
after
go.
myself.
Yeah, just make me some skate decks, or your son,
Got it.
whichever one, dude. So okay, how do people find you guys? You have Hooch. You're on Instagram because
Instagram.
Scoot Skate Shop. Hooch Skate Shop.
The Hooch Skate Shop on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube.
Yes.
Also, the Hooch.biz.
Nice.
Like I said, we're having some technical issues now. Hopefully that's straightened up here within the next week or so. And if it's okay, I just wanted to give a couple of shout outs to some of the people
Oh,
that
yeah.
supported us.
There you go.
Schlotty Skate Company, along with Tragic Skateboards and Thrash and Raid. They're all other veteran-owned skateboard companies. They're doing really great things in the veteran community.
Nice.
Riley Whitcomb skates for, right now, Thrash and Raid. He was with Tragic, I believe. He's the founder of 6 Feet Above. They use skateboarding as a therapy for veterans. They're going through stuff. They set up basically like skateboard retreats.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, super nice guy, extremely talented skateboarder. Three Rivers Coffee and Fire Department Coffee. They're both some of our first suppliers. Three Rivers Coffee is actually going to be working with us. We're into a private label called Urban Warfare. So you'll be able to get Hooch coffee.
Are you guys gonna have like the K cups or just like the scoops? Like what's going on? The scoops, I don't know what you call it. The ground coffee?
Yeah, probably. Like I'm all about just getting the ground.
Yeah. There you go.
So
Easy.
yeah, I'll make sure I send you a couple of bags whenever we get it in.
That'd be awesome.
So definitely a big shout out to those guys. Joel Strothers, Legion Engineered. They're doing amazing things. They're rebuilding war memorials.
Yeah.
His story is absolutely amazing. So I definitely recommend checking him out. And if there's anybody else that I missed, I sincerely apologize. We've had so much help and such a huge network of support that sometimes it's hard to get everybody.
I think
So-
we need just one for the whole Hooch family.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, good call.
We have a skate team, and some of those kids put all of their time and effort into the Hooch itself. So they need some recognition too.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely.
Good call, man.
Yeah, the whole team, the entire Hooch family, the local community that we're with, they put us in a parade.
Dude, you brought me all these skate decks too, man. Thank you so much, man.
Oh, absolutely.
That was amazing. I love the song you played too.
I
It's cool.
appreciate it.
Oh, look, you brought me all this stuff, man. It's insane.
Oh yeah, see,
See?
the hat's
Hats.
from that's from 30 Seconds Out. They're, like I said, one of our original suppliers. Is actually a shirt that I'm wearing. Their tagline is "No one is coming. It's up to us."
Nice.
So,
Dude, thank you so much.
Appel from Joel Strothers.
Cool.
So, Canadian French Foreign Legion. Amazing guy. I do believe that's a signed copy too.
Really?
So, I'm pretty sure he signed.
Oh,
There
nice.
it is.
Yeah.
So,
So, yep. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
absolutely.
And thank you.
And then I believe there's a set of sunglasses in there for you, nitrogen glasses we sell at the shop.
Nice. Okay.
And I think we got
Awesome.
a coffee mug as well.
Dude, that's amazing. Thank you. Thank you.
Positive Vibration has 30 Seconds Out also.
Awesome.
And those guys are great. Their clothing line and,
The
and
Hooch,
stuff
dude, this is so tight, man.
yeah.
Thank you so much, man.
So,
Can I drink beer out of this?
absolutely.
What's this? You want to drink first?
No, you go right ahead.
All right, there we go. I'm probably getting this tag in there. Thank you, the Hooch.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us on. It's really,
Dude, it's been amazing, man. I love Buckle Up for Chi organization. That's how I know about you guys. And thank you for the skate deck. Thank you for your son playing the song, man. It's so cool, man. And you guys made a road trip out here. It means a lot, man.
absolutely.
I know you're extremely humble, man, but I look up to people like you, man. I'm like,
I'm just a guy. You know what I
well,
mean? Like,
you do a lot, man, and it's really cool, man. It's uplifting. Like I'm like, how do you do what you do? You know,
well,
I do a lot of Netflix and chill, and you do a lot of like entrepreneurship. I don't.
no, straight up. Actually, one last shout out if you don't mind.
Yeah. Carl's, that's your shout, Carl. Hey, it's fine, man.
No, actually, my mom. She was probably my biggest inspiration growing up.
Nice.
Yeah, she could pretty much do anything. Like she worked on cars. She's manual labor. She can fix everything at house. She was the first small business owner I knew about. Like I remember her going and getting like her notary license, and I remember thinking like, because she set up a little home office and in the back had its own separate entrance, I remember watching that as a little kid and thinking like that's the coolest thing ever. Like she has her own business, like she has her own boss, or she is her own boss, and just being such an inspiration. After we started the Hooch, like she'll like send me messages on Facebook like you guys should try this or get this in, and you know she's just been the most supportive person.
What's your mom's name?
My mom's name's Debbie.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. So huge shout out to Debbie and the entrepreneurship and the grind
That's cool, man.
Definitely get it from her. So,
That's so cool, man.
yeah, she's 100%. My mom's absolutely my hero.
Yeah, I love my mom too, man. That's really good. You need to have your mom like her portrait on a skate deck or something, man. You gotta.
Well, she
do that.
Well, she paints, so I keep telling her like
Dude,
you need to come up
cool.
with a design with me.
Yeah, that'd be special.
So, but she also owes me a Steve McQueen painting, so I'm still waiting on that. So.
All right, man. Hooch, skate decks, skate shops,
Skate shop and skateboard company.
skateboard company, man. Please find all social medias. And thank you guys for traveling down here and being on the show.
Thanks for having us. We really appreciate it.
It's really cool, man. Thanks for playing your guitar. That's so cool. Yeah, man.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you, dude.